Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimbo Umar and this is State of the Nation. We begin with breaking news. The Independent People of Biafra, IPOB, with acclaimed leader Nnamdi Kanu, have been declared a terrorist group by the army in the heart of what many say is the legitimate efforts to get the Nigerian government to listen to the cries of marginalization of the people from the East. What does this mean to everyone in Nigeria? In whose best interest is the latest terrorist declaration? Does Operation Python Dance 2 have the full complement of the President in accordance to Section 217B and C of the Constitution? Data feeds are coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media platforms, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can follow us right now on m.channelstv.com, and on Facebook. We've got all our platforms on social media covered. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, will address the 72nd session of the United Nations General Assembly and participate on a debate theme focusing on people striving for peace and a decent life for all on a sustainable planet. The President is expected to depart on Sunday. The National Association of Resident Doctors has called off a 10-day strike for 2 weeks, as electricity union workers threaten to down tools if the government fails to pay severance allowances owed them. How much more strikes can the government contain, as seen in education, health, and now electricity union workers? It's prime time in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Welcome everyone, I am Gimba Umar and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, data feeds are still coming through in one place simultaneously. The latest we're getting at the front desk now. The governors of the Southeast have described all activities of IPOB, calling on its leadership and all other aggrieved groups to articulate their position on all national issues and submit to the Committee of Governors, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and the members of the National Assembly from the zone through the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum. That much we know that is coming through at this time. The leaders met today at the government house in Enugu following the recent IPOB military clash in Abia State, which led to unfortunate deaths of some citizens after the 5-hour closed-door meeting attended by the governors of the 5 Southeast states, with Imo Governor represented by his deputy, the Deputy Senate President Ike Nkweremadu, leaders of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, General Officer Commanding 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, General Adamu Abubakar. The forum came up with 11 resolutions. That much we know at this time, but I'm being joined now on State of the Nation by a lawyer. He joins me in the studio right now. Onyebuchi, he is a lawyer and, of course, has got vast experience within the southeast of the state. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming on State of the Nation. Thank you, Gilbert. Also, Representative Joanne Morapo is a member of the House of Representatives from Delta State. She joins me from our Abuja studios. I want to thank you also for coming on State of the Nation at this time. Many thanks indeed. Let's begin by looking at the so many vexed issues that have arisen to this time that IPOB has been declared as a terrorist organization. Were you surprised when you heard that verdict?
Yes, I was. I was because, well, I am not a military man, but I've looked at definitions of terrorism and terrorist groups, and terrorist groups are characterized by their ability to bear arms and wreak havoc. From what I've seen, the IPOB do not bear arms, at least yet. I've not seen them kill people. So,
when you say yet, will they bear arms later?
I wouldn't know, because in the last couple of weeks, they've made suggestions that they want to form security outfits. So probably they have plans to do that. But at the moment, so far, they've generally been non-violence. So for me, yes, it's a surprise. But like I said, I'm a lawyer. I'm not a military expert. For the defense headquarters to have taken that step, I believe they have certain information which we do not have.
Let's talk to Honorable Joan. How seriously should this issue be taken, do you think? Because the governor, Okezie Ikpeazu, said there will be a gradual withdrawal of Operation Python Dance 2 after he meets with the president. I don't suppose that meeting has indeed held, as a matter of fact. But is there a legal basis, do you think, to declare IPOB as a terrorist organization?
I have never believed in using fire to put off fire. For me, I think a lot has not been done in the area of dialogue. The declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group means that the federal government would intend to use more force, and I seriously do not believe that force will do the magic.
Okay, now the army says that a Biafra secret service, a Biafra National Guard, forms the basis for this declaration, calling them a terrorist organization, although Nnamdi Kanu came out in a statement saying that the Biafra National Guard is the vigilante group to protect their lands from herdsmen attacks. Is this wondrous to you to say that the situation, if not properly managed, could deteriorate further?
Yes, Gimba, the world is properly managed, like you said, if not properly managed. And I still believe in trying to properly manage it. The use of force or the classification as a terrorist group would not be properly managing the group. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu is saying so many things are being ascribed to him, but I still believe that Nnamdi Kanu is one person that can be dialogued with and will come out from where we are. The use of force, the classification of the group as terrorist group means that the federal government is not, from my understanding, is not willing to go the way of dialogue. And for whatever is worth, I still believe that dialogue will be the thing.